Shannon, do you agree?
To a certain extent. And obviously, he would rather win Finals MVP as opposed to regular season MVP because that would give him another title. But I look at it like this, Skip. Of course, I would rather go to the Super Bowl and win it. But I wanted to go to the Pro Bowl and I wanted to, be all pro because I wanted coaches and players and fans to confirm and validate what I knew, that I had a pretty good season and I was deserving to be the tight end on the all pro team or one of the 2 Pro Bowls for the AFC that go to the Pro Bowl. LeBron James is the de facto best player in the National Basketball League. We know that, Skip. There's no question about that. Even Skip Bayless in that diabolical, maniacal, twisted, now you're not deviant, in that little mind of yours, with that big, not little, big mind, the brain, you know LeBron is the best player. But we all want validation. We all want confirmation. And he also knows, in the article that he said this past summer, is that the ghost he's chasing has 5. He knows what 5 regular season MVPs. That puts, he's already in rare air. He and Wilt has 4. Russell and Jordan has 5. Kareem is the only one with 6. So he knows going to 5. That ties him with Jordan. And so he wants that confirmation. Is it the end-all, be-all? Does he fantasize about winning an MVP like a James Harden? Nope. Russell Westbrook? Nope. Maybe a Kawhi? Nope. Been there, done that 4 times. But it would give him validation. It would give him confirmation. Yes, I'm the best player. But also, the writers recognize I'm the best player. And for my efforts, they will have awarded me my 5th MVP. So, all that being said, he realized also there's not a whole lot of guys that's at his age that's won the MVP. Jordan and Malone won it at 35. Kareem won one at 32. Malone also won one at 30. So it's about 5 guys that's won one at 32 or older. I think Steve Nash. So LeBron is getting on up there in age, and these young guns are coming. Because if you think about it, Skip, think about this. When Wilt had this 50-25 season in 1962, he didn't win the MVP, neither did Oscar. Bill Russell won with 18 points, 23 rebounds. But that season, Elgin Baylor averaged 38 and 18. Bob Pettit was 31 and 18. Walt Bellamy was 31 and 19. Jerry Worth was 30 and 7. So even though you have a great season, you never know what somebody else, and all it takes. Now, Kawhi Leonard gets hot down the stretch. Let's just say they got 17, 18 games. He goes on a tear. Now, Golden State has been winning this number 1 team in the West all year. Somehow, the Spurs wrestled that away from them. People are going to look long and hard at what this young man did. So you never know. It's not the end-all, be-all for him. He would like the validation and the confirmation that goes along with being the best player, but he would rather have the Finals MVP. But the regular season, I do think it means something, just not as much as it would mean to other guys that haven't won the award.
I do agree, obviously, that Finals MVP would mean a whole lot more to LeBron James because it would mean he would have won another ring.
Repeat.
He only has 3.
Oh, yeah, look how you said it, Skip. See how you do that? Why would you do that? Wait, you get like this. This is what you do. He only has 3.
Yeah. I'm also going to give you this. I will defend LeBron James on this point. He's not a ball hog. He doesn't go out every night and try to win the MVP like the guy in Oklahoma City is trying to win the MVP. And I believe that. I said it from the start.
Yes.
He will go out and try to seize the MVP. Russell Westbrook will.
And prove he's better without KD
than
he was with him.
Okay. So back to LeBron.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't believe that he doesn't really care about winning the regular season MVP because in the end, this is what I believe, it's going to be all he's going to have to defend himself or try to make his case that he's the greatest player ever because he's not going to be able to do it with a 3-4 finals record at age 32. And if anybody has watched closely, without the Ray Allen shot, the greatest clutch shot wait a second, let me finish. Without the Ray Allen shot, the greatest clutch shot I've ever seen, and without Draymond getting suspended and Bogut getting hurt for games 6 and 7, LeBron James could be 1-6 in the NBA Finals. And it's close. He easily could have been that. But he's 3-4. And yet, in the end, he's got 4 MVPs. And if he could at least tie Michael with 5, or who knows, beat him with 6-5, then all the LeBron apologists, starting with the number 1 apologist sitting across from me, could start to say, He had 6 MVPs and Michael only had 5 because in the end, that's all you're going to have to argue. I'm sorry. It's everything to his legacy to win at least one more MVP. If he got 5, then you could say he tied Michael with 5, even though I could make the case, I can show you 5 years where Michael should have won 5 more MVPs and he was just too good to win MVP.
Yeah, and LeBron should have won the one that Derrick Rose.
You can make a case.
Can I ask you a question, though, Skip? Why don't you ever say, without Vinatieri 2 kicks, without Malcolm Butler's pick, Tom Brady could be 2 and whatever in the Super Bowl?
Okay,
you never make that argument.
Those aren't lucky plays. That's just the best kicker in pro football making a kick. It's just, and it got set up by Tom Brady's completions in both games. And it was shocking what he did in the first one.
And it got set up by LeBron James being down going into the fourth quarter, scoring 18 of their 30 points and assisting on another 4.
Okay, but everybody that I respect in pro basketball, starting with Chris Broussard, our analyst here on Undisputed, will quickly tell you that without Draymond getting suspended, Golden State's going to win the series. They're up 3-1. Nobody's ever won.
Skip, we never. I know.
3-1.
That's why he's great. That's why he's in the conversation. That's why if he gets another regular season MVP, he goes to the finals this year, makes it 4 for 4 with 4 MVP finals MVP.
Okay. Well, what if Ray Allen's shot had lipped out? What if it had lipped out?
Yeah.
What if it just went in and out? What would happen?
What if my parents had money? I don't know. I probably wouldn't have had the desire to leave, because if I'm not in poverty, I have no desire to leave poverty. So I don't like to do if. It's the smallest, biggest word in the English language. If.
Well, what if LeBron hadn't clanged the last-second shot, the 3, and it hadn't been a long rebound that Chris Bosh tracked down?
Had he not scored 18, they would not even been in this situation.
Oh, okay. And if he hadn't turned it over 3 times in the last 3 minutes of Game 6, they would have won easy.
And if he hadn't had those 3 threes in the fourth quarter, you do realize he had a triple-double.
I just remember the 3 turnovers and the miss to tie the game.
Do you remember Kawhi Leonard missing that free throw? Do you remember Manu Ginobili missing 2 free throws?
I do.
Okay. I just because I know you got a great memory. That's one thing about those Skip Bayless.
Up 5 with 23 seconds left.
Up 5? Woo! And they choked it off.
They choked it off. You got it.
Gagged it off.
Yeah.
And guess what, Skip?
But the guy who was trying to out-gag the gaggers was LeBron James. Another turn. What are you doing, LeBron?
Don't worry about
He just kept saying here, and here.
Because I want to make it look even more improbable. Because when I come back and snatch this victory from the jaws of defeat, but you know what y'all did. Y'all snatched defeat right from victory.